What the heck, Amelia? Have you just been laying out here this entire time? That's why you're not making any YouTube videos?
No, let me show you what I have done. Hi guys, let's hop into the greenhouse. It is warm in here, so you might want to wear some summer clothes when you're in here. It really feels like it's summer in here.
How hot is it in here? Check the thermometer.
It's at 90.
90 degrees.
It's warm.
So we've been off from YouTube for about the last 2 months, and that's because we've really been focusing on some projects here around our homestead. And we wanted to give you guys a quick update because beginning this week, we are going to be back posting every Tuesday and Thursday at minimum with all the cool projects that we have going on here. So as Amelia said, we are inside of our greenhouse. You can kind of see it's a mess. I still haven't painted around and cut off the extra foam that we sprayed out here, but the greenhouse itself is working really, really great. If you don't already know, this is one of our Harbor Freight / Hay Needle. It was kind of 2 brands in one greenhouse, and we've been loving it so far out here. When we first opened up the door, it was 110 degrees in here. Kind of surprised it had gotten that warm, being that it's a pretty shady day out there. But even with the door open for about a half hour, it is still 90 degrees in here. So we're going to show you around in here what we got growing. This is just a small fraction. The rest is inside in our grow room growing, and we'll take you guys in there and we'll walk around real quick. So this year we are really focusing on growing a variety of different trees, and while these might not look the healthiest right now, these are peach tree cuttings that we are trying to root out. There are a couple of them that have roots on them. That one doesn't, but I don't like to pull too many of them out. We are going to go over this in a little bit more depth here pretty soon, but right now, peach trees in our area cost about $36 a tree. Cuttings like this cost less than $1 a cutting, so that was a great way to go. We did get some flowers out here that we did plant for Chris, and then there's also some cucumbers, and I can actually see one little cucumber starting to sprout up, and I cleared some soil over here earlier today, and there's one in there as well. Moving down, these are all flowers right here. Zinnia, blanket flowers, you kind of name it. We planted another big set for her. Moving down here, we actually have a cherry tree that's growing. We have a Concord grapevine that is growing, again from cutting. This one here is another cherry tree right there. And then this here is another cherry tree as well. So again, this year we did really want to focus on getting trees in the ground because we do plan on living here for a long time, and trees do take a long time to grow. So we put a lot of effort into making sure that we got those in as soon as possible because most of these are going to take at least 5 years. The cuttings back here even more before they start to produce anything if we have a good crop of it. So we are going to try to get these in the ground here in the next couple of weeks and see how those do. These down here are all Concord grapes. Again, all from cutting, and I did pull a couple of them out the other day, and they just had a massive root ball for all of them. And then we have another set over here as well. Down here, we just moved today our tomato plants from 72 cell seed trays into individual pots. Those are doing really well. We did have a little bit of some purpling of some leaves down here, so we did use a liquid phosphorus feed for them, and that should clear that up pretty quick. These are all a homestead variety that we had planted. Jumping down here though into this one, these are all Roma tomatoes. Kind of the same thing, not quite as much. We're just now starting to see some purpling on these guys. So same thing with them. We gave them a little bit of liquid fertilizer. Right here, these ones here are all these pear trees or more peach trees. I can't honestly remember. I'd have to check my notes, but we're starting to see, really hard for you guys to see. We're starting to see a little bit of a cap on the end of these. So they should be rooting really, really soon. So excited about that. And then, what homestead is not quite complete without herbs. So we have basil, cilantro, lemon basil. We have about 4 trays of different herbs out here. And then another big row of flowers. Now, I have got asked quite a bit, how do we uh, you know, what modifications have we made to our greenhouse and what are we doing to help monitor the temperature in here. And I have to admit, Wise cams are amazing. Those are outdoor wireless battery operated cameras, and I keep it pointed right at this thermostat, which just from us having the door open, it dropped like 110, 115 to about 82, 83 degrees in here. So it's real great that I can keep an eye on that at night. And then we do have a small heater in here that will turn on at night, and then I can remotely turn it off from work once the temperature does climb up to about 60, 65 degrees. Now in Thursday's video, we will walk you guys around and show you everything that we have done so far. Kind of just a basic intro of year 2 on our homestead. But before we do that, I did want to go inside and show you guys in the rest of today's video what our grow room is looking like and at least the rest of the plants that are in there. All right, well, it might be kind of hard for you guys to see me because we are down here in our grow room and the lights down here for our plants really do throw off the camera here. But I did want to show you guys, this is pretty much half combined with what we're growing out there in our greenhouse for what we have just so far growing. The rest we have growing in different spots here, but I will go ahead and quickly show you guys what we got here. All right, well, starting off, the first cell here is a 72 seed cell of different habanero and jalapeno peppers, I believe these are. So 72 hot variety of peppers. Moving on down the line, we have a second seed cell of 72 here that have a variety of different herbs in it, mostly basil, and on the other side, on that end, is parsley. Moving down, we have another 72 seed cell of a variety of different bell peppers, mostly California blend here. As you guys can see on these two edge trays here, this one on the left and this one on the right, there are some leaves that are kind of wilted up, and unfortunately that is because we have an automated system, and accidentally one of the kids was playing with my phone and turned on the fan down here, and I had been watering these about every 3 days and doing kind of an extensive check down here with Amelia on those days, and they turned the fan on after we were done checking it. 3 days later, we came down and they completely had dried out from the moving air, or the rapid moving air. So those did dry up. We got them watered today, and I'm pretty optimistic that they are going to perk back up. Jumping up here, we have another 72 seed cell of different peppers. These ones are going to be ones that we use to make our own seasoning. So we have a lot of Thai pepper, chili pepper, cayenne pepper. We want to dehydrate those and make our own seasonings. And then jumping over, we have another 72 seed cell of a variety of different breeds of tomatoes. And looking down here, these seed cells of 6. 3 of them is one particular breed. So, these ones are Chadwick tomatoes. These ones are San Lorenzo tomatoes, and just kind of moving down the line. So we have a lot of different variety there. Over here to the side, we have 3 strawberry plants. And then these ones here are seeds that we just started. I'm going to hold off on telling you guys what those are. Those are going to be a surprise. Jumping up here, another 72 seed cell of tomatoes. These ones here, again, are kind of just a variety. The long keeper down here, we've grown before, but the rest are all new to us. So we'll kind of see how those do. You can see these guys kind of wilted up. They've only had water and a little bit of liquid fertilizer here for a little bit. And then over here, we have another 72 seed cell of different peppers. And these ones here are mostly banana peppers. What do we got down here? Lemon habanero. So I can see some of them kind of popping in there, a little bit shorter back there. So yeah, as you guys can see, a lot of peppers there. Pretty excited for this. Vivian and I, we went through the process of harvesting our own cherry seeds. We went through the process of freezing them and then getting the seeds out of the shell. And then we got them planted, and about 6 weeks later, these here popped up over winter. So as long as they're still doing good, once we are past the last chance of frost, we'll get those guys planted outside. And then jumping down here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different strawberry plants here that we're really excited to get outside. We also have about another 50 in another spot. So we should have a lot of strawberries this year. And then, as I said before, you guys can see we have a lot of different trees and different kind of bushes over here. So we have cherry, 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 cherry. So a lot of cherry there. That one is green grape. That one is raspberry, raspberry, and raspberry. So a lot of different bushes there as well. And then jumping back out here outside, Bram and I were pretty excited here. We got one peach tree planted here in our front yard, and then over against the other bush over here we got a second one. These guys were quite a bit smaller, but I'm really excited for them. They were easy to plant. I don't know, that there's nothing on them quite yet, which is great to have here in Michigan, especially with that cold weather coming. We do want to make sure that they're going to acclimate to the ground pretty well and kind of get established in the root system before any greenery starts pushing out up top. So again, just a very basic walkthrough of what we have growing so far. Hopefully you guys are going to enjoy our channel. Hopefully you've liked our past videos here too, and you will subscribe if you haven't already. We have a lot of fun content coming out here pretty soon. This Thursday, like I said, we're going to be doing more of a comprehensive walk around of everything that we have going on here. I'll give you a hint. Today we were outside. We were working on a fun playground that we've been building. Hopefully you guys could see that okay, but we have a playground that we put in. We're working on our outdoor kitchen. We've some plumbing stuff that we've done. We got some new animals too, so hopefully you guys will enjoy that as well. And I want to say, as of right now, we have probably close to 50 animals here on our homestead, which is about 2.5 acres that we are using. We have more than that, but 2.5 acres that we're using on the regular. So please, like I said, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. And other than that, our next video will be posted next Thursday. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.